Hello everybody, welcome to this video. I am Charno Abdurrahman Chow and this is Gam Entrepreneur. So today we came to visit Nice Gambia, the great and famous Nice Gambia. They have been doing a very great work, in the Gambia. We've known them for a while and today we said to come and visit them. They're also doing the same thing. They have a channel. Most of you I'm sure are aware of their channel where they promote the Gambia. They go to inspire young Gambians to engage in business, not to sit around. They also have a few businesses that are going here and there, which of course they are trying to expand. And today we said why not we come and visit them, to inspire ourselves first and then hopefully inspire. What we'll do is today we'll have Abaji from Nice Gambia, who will take us around. So I will be your cameraman today. So join us.
Yo man. So that entrepreneur is here. I'm Abaji, so I am sure most of you might be seeing me around on YouTube flexing with Lucky Child. I'm hoping that Lucky Child will be here. He should be around here maybe in the next few minutes to give the bars. Oh, today is a weekend. Today they close early morning.
Okay.
So I'll be the one assisting them to give the bars their food, and also to change their water to make sure the water is always clean. So we're gonna start it right here. You can see I have my normal shoe, and I have some shoes right here.
Okay.
So this is for biosecurity. We always make sure that your shoe would never get into the farm, so that whatever you step on outside while you are doing your walking and everything, you'll not bring that into the farm that can eventually get the bird sick. So I have to change my shoe.
Okay.
And get entrepreneurs who will have to change their shoe.
All right. So we'll also be changing our shoe.
So you can use any of these black.
All right.
Yeah, you can use
So that means anytime you need to go into the farm, you need to change your shoe every time.
You have to change. You're not gonna change it only once, but you're gonna see how many times you're gonna change it. So follow me, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, man.
So there is more.
Yeah.
So this is like multi-security, right?
Yeah, multi-security. So that's the farm right here.
Okay.
And we're gonna go through the door. Okay, you can see there are some shoes here as well. So I'm gonna drop this shoe right here at the gate.
Wow.
We're gonna switch over to another shoe. So let me just help you with that.
So this is extra caution.
Yeah. So you are tall one. This one is an oversized shoe, and I'm sure you are oversized. So yeah, I'm gonna give you that one.
Right. You can see my leg in this one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop this one right here.
That's a dog.
Yeah, but don't worry, they will not attack you. I'm here today. Okay, you can use this one. No, calm down. What?
Okay, so you see we are taking this one off here, and then we put this one on.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
These dogs are cute.
So you can close the door so that they will not go out.
Okay. They're cute dogs actually. Very cute. Oh, and by the way, he also has a banana farm. We'll be showing you that after showing you the poultry.
Yeah. So we can come around here. So these are the birds. We also make sure that every time we are here, we will disinfect this other shoe so that if you have to go back and forth, it will always be clean. Okay.
This definitely is a good security.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna help you do that. Okay. I'll give you the other one. And this is the disinfectant that we are using. It's called Dexit 400.
Okay.
Dexit 400.
Dexit.
Yeah.
So for those of you who want to use a disinfectant, there is one that you can use.
Yeah. So it is 1 to 4. 1 to 4. So
1
like
to
if
4.
you put let's say 1 to 400, I think. 1 to 400. Yeah?
Okay.
That's the what's the name again? Mixture level.
Okay.
Okay. So
is it that you get one bottle, you put it in 400 liters of water or what?
yes, like if you give it like I think 1 millimeter to 400 milliliters.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
1 milliliter to 400 milliliter, but it will be written right here. I can't remember exactly, but
okay.
Yeah, I think it's 1 milliliter to 400 milliliters.
Ah, cool,
yeah.
cool. That's good information.
Yeah.
I can already see the chickens inside.
Yeah. So once you get here, these other shoes also will stop right here. You will not get in with those shoes.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna leave it right here.
Extra security.
Yes. I'm gonna take this other shoe.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you this other one. And before I go in as well, I'll also have to
disinfect.
Help me with that. Disinfect right.
Okay. Okay.
Help me with this one.
So he needs to use the disinfectant again.
Yes.
For the shoes inside.
Yeah, we'll do that. And I'll do it for mine.
So for those of you who want to venture into poultry, you see this is something you have to take note of because
this is your medicine.
You
don't have to wait until you run into trouble and you look for antibiotic and everything. You have to make sure you prevent it. is your best medicine if you're doing poultry.
Definitely. You know, I've seen people who suddenly their chickens will fall sick and sometimes die. You know, this could be one of the issues sometimes because they won't change their shoes. They will just come in with the same shoe, then go out again. So, you know, you could pick some sickness, you know, something that could infect them, you know, without knowing.
Yeah.
So please take note of this. Yeah. And we are learning from Nice Gambia today. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see some what do I call this? It's kind of like what do you call this? Help me.
What's this?
I mean,
you mean here?
Yeah.
A whole sort of.
Yeah, we'll do a disinfectant right here. But the disadvantage with this is you have to be refilling it all the time because of the maybe we have to use something that will help us to that will prevent the water from maybe draining down.
Okay.
So because it's too expensive, that's why we have to get this one.
Okay.
You have to get this one. So
this one.
is more economy.
Yes.
If you use this bottle, it can take you for maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
4 or 5
Yeah.
months. Here, if you have to use this one, maybe this bottle you might be able to use it maybe with 1 or 2 months. Yeah, because it will cost a lot of you always have to be refilling it all the time, almost on a daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can hear the birds.
Yes.
They know that somebody here to give them their food. It's almost 4 o'clock, so we give them their evening portion on the floor. You can come.
Okay.
Come.
So that means today, we'll show you guys how, you know, they give food to the birds.
So first, what I'll do is, I need to clean their water. What I'll do, let me just give them the food first.
Okay.
So this, at this age, they are right around 13 weeks old.
Okay.
So about 1,000 of them are here. They'll be consuming about.
About how many of them?
About 1,000 of them.
1,000 birds.
We lost 3. Yeah, due to one of them was sick. Another one, I think, due to stampede. They were running on. Something scared them. I think that day the light went off. It went off, yeah.
Okay.
So I think they got scared. So they were all rushing up to one corner when they were young. So one of them got suffocated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to go.
So that means out of the 1,000 you lost only 3.
Only 3.
I think that's a good number.
Yeah,
usually some will lose more than 20. You know.
Definitely a good number.
Yeah, that's a good number, definitely.
Okay. So it's time for them to have their food.
And these are all layers, right?
They are all layers, yeah.
Okay. So those watching, in case you're not into poultry, you can have layers and you can have broilers. So broilers, those are the ones that you use for meat. Okay, you rear them and then you use them for meat. But layers, after they are mature, then they will be laying eggs, and that's the egg that you'll be selling.
So you can see most of the feeders are all hung off, like with these rods.
Okay.
You can see this one is very dirty, like it was having a lot of ground shell in it. But the ones that we hung, like this one, you can see is fairly clean. This one also is clean. So the reason why we have to hang it is for them not to be scratching and putting the ground shell in there.
Right.
So that is also helping us to keep the feed, to minimize the spillage of the feed or the loss of the feed that we were experiencing at the initial stage of this project.
Okay.
So now when we are giving them food, because all of them are, I can say they are not very hungry, but by then, like if you had to give them food around 5 o'clock, this time they will be at that time they will be very hungry. But let's say I'm here with my food, none of them were coming around me, or not all of them are coming around me at all time, like all of them coming at the same time. So if you see that, you know that they are happy, like they are cool. So, but that's the time you need to give them food. If not, they will be scrambling. So, but even though, lucky child, it's like Lucky Child is calling me.
But Lucky is around.
Yeah. So if I put food here, you will see that they will start kind of scrambling. But when they are hungry, all of this will come at the same time. So that is not good for them. Yeah?
Okay.
So and if you have to supply them food, you have to make sure you do it fast.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it fast. And I don't want to put it all at one place because if not, the scramble will be too much.
Okay.
So I'll just do this. I'll just keep in some of them. So that they will be
So that means when distributing the food, you have to do it fast, so that not all of them will be packed at one place. So this way it's distributed, and then they will go to different feeders. Were you using the fan?
Yeah, I was using the fan. There were some days when the temperature used to go really hot.
Yes.
So I was using the fan to cool them down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But now these days it's a bit better. I'm gonna fill up again and start supplying very quickly.
Okay. So these are the feeders and these are the drinkers. This is where you put the water for them to drink from. Okay. They all look amazing, and they all look very active. You know, these are very good thing to look out for. Your chickens should be active. That means they're healthy, right? And if they're healthy and active, that means they will lay good eggs for you. So if you have been following Gam Entrepreneur as well, that is us, if you've been following us since we started the channel, you will have known that we started this channel by showing you an update of some of the chickens that we were raising at home, called the Brahma breed. Brahma chickens, they are the buff giant chickens. So we had just a few of them that we were raising as a trial sort of. So these days we are trying to expand, not fully but just a little bit, to also see how you know, how we can expand it, and you know what one could get from it with just you know, an average number. So we'll probably do another video to update you on that expansion, to show you what we have done so far and what is the plan. Stay tuned. Very soon I will upload a video on that. So the Brahmas, those ones do not, of course they lay eggs, but they are not used as layers. Some could use them for multi-purpose, but the thing is they cannot lay like daily. Okay, so one advantage is they are very immune, the Brahma breed. But this one we use them purposely, you know, for laying. But the Brahmas usually they are big, so you can use them for meat or for egg as well.
Alright, I'm almost done.
Almost done?
Yeah, so right after giving them the food, you can see some of the water is like most of the water are dead.
Yes. In an average, how long does it take you to feed them and then change their water?
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes?
Yes, about 20 minutes.
I understand before it used to be way longer than that.
Yeah, like,
when you used to leave this on the ground.
Yeah, so in fact right now, like let's say in the morning, that's the time it will take us about 20 minutes. But like let's say in the evening, we'll have to make sure that we bring in the bags, and in the morning time we give them more food. So in the morning, like you can see, I'm just giving them once or only one of these. Like in the morning we'll be giving them about 3. So you have to do 3, and that will take you about 20 minutes to give.
Okay.
And you have to make sure you minimize the time as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So but now you can see the rest of the bag that was there. I'll have to add another maybe 2 buckets of this. But right now the feed is not there. But like when Lucky Jack comes, we'll have to clear that that part. Yeah? So but that we can even give them that maybe in the evening.
Okay.
Like say at night.
Also at night you have to feed them again.
Most of the time it's only twice a day. Like in the morning 6:30 a.m. or latest 7 o'clock, because by then they will be fully awake. Okay. So you always have to make sure they already have food while they are before they are fully awake. Okay. Yeah. So the best time for that at this time of the season is 6:30 to 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So by 4 o'clock you have to give them their evening portion. Yeah. If you want, you can give them 3 times, like let's say, but you have to maintain the same amount of feed. Okay. Like if you have to give them twice a week, twice a day, or 3 times a day, it has to be the same amount of feed. Okay. Because if you give them less, they will grow very slowly. Okay. So by the time they are around 16 weeks, they will not be giving you eggs. Maybe they'll be running up to about 18 or 20 weeks before they start giving you eggs. That is like if they are underweight. Okay. And also it's not good for them to be overweight. If not, they will build up a lot of fats, and they will not be able to give you the right amount of the right amount of egg size. Yeah. Okay. So you have to make sure there is a maximum amount of feed that you can give them in a day. So you that is split into maybe several, like let's say in weeks. So at this week we are giving them, this is the 13 week, we are giving them about 60 kilos. 60 kilos for 1,000 bags. Okay. Yeah? Weekly, right? Yeah. For this week, the whole for this week, 60 kilos. Okay. Then you see how to put it into portions for the week. Exactly. Okay. No. I mean 60 kilos for one day. every day 60 kilos.
Every day?
Every day 60 kilos.
Wow.
So Monday 60 kilos, Tuesday 60 kilos, Wednesday 60 kilos.
Oh wow.
Every day, yeah.
that's
so by
easy.
next week it will be like 64 kilos every day for 1 week straight. And then after that it will be plus 3 or 4 kilos. But I have a chart that we are following.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So right now what I'm supposed to do is I'm gonna clean their water, right? You can see the water is really dirty.
Yes.
So I don't want them, like as they are eating, they'll be getting thirsty as well.
Okay.
So we have to clean this water very quickly.
Okay.
So what we do is we just have to turn it this way. You can see guys, this is where the water comes through.
Yes.
So we just have to pour it through the the opposite side.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just go to another one, like this other one right here.
Yes.
So that's where the water comes through. So I'll just turn it to the other side and then pour it and then take it back. You can see how clean it will be just by doing that.
Yes.
And look at all the mess that is coming out from the water. So this is what they would have been drinking. Like we didn't clean it. Like we do the cleaning maybe every 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Like at this time 4 o'clock we'll do the cleaning. In the morning when we give them, in fact every morning we have to clean all of these. We gotta clean all of these. What is the name again? Drinkers.
Okay.
You have to wash them. I will show you the bucket that we use to clean them. Every morning we have to take out all these drinkers, wash them with Omo, like
Okay.
Omo.
Okay.
Make sure it is clean, refill the water and bring it back. Even though the water is not filled, we have to pour them, wash them and bring them in. So that is morning around 8 o'clock after giving them the feed, right?
Okay.
So that will be done maybe within 1 hour 30 minutes maximum. We don't have to go beyond that because as they are eating at 7 o'clock, they'll be getting thirsty. You have to make sure you get their water in. Okay. So now at 4 o'clock as well, we have to clean it. And at 8 o'clock, I'll come in and clean it as well.
Wow. That means it also needs extra care. Just like with the shoes, you also have to be looking out for them all the time.
Yes.
And you have to be
picking
active.
bacteria from their poops and the water that they are drinking, the dirty water that they are drinking.
Okay.
And the bacteria is, bacterial infection is not going to be very serious for them. Viral infection is what is more deadly to them. But bacteria also will give you, it will slow down their growth. Okay. There is one bat that has been having this eye. Having this, what do I call it? The eye is kind of swelled. Okay. Okay. So that bat is the smallest bat here. So that is a good example of like what will happen to your bats when they are slow, when they are having sickness right at their teenager or at their child age.
No, when they
so
are
you don't all that you do with the last thing you want is your bats to get sick. If not, they will not grow, and if they are not growing, they will not give you the eggs. That means you'll be feeding them. They will eat almost the same amount of food, but they will not give you the food. They will not give you the eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, imagine eating 60 kilos a day and they're not giving you the amount of eggs that you need. That's a lot of that is a lot of waste of money, right?
Right, definitely, definitely.
And as I'm doing the cleaning,
Yes.
I have to take the same time to watch the bats and see whether I will identify any bat that is kind of sick.
So
you have to do a lot of things at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. The work is not very difficult, but you just have to be paying attention all the time.
You have to be vigilant.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to be vigilant.
Okay.
And if you notice that there is a bat that is a bit slow, you have to try to follow it up and see whether eventually it will be like active. Because some of them will be a bit like sleepy, so they will act as they are asleep. Like this one here, like this one.
Yes.
Like if I see, I have to follow it and follow it. And see if it's like active, then I know that the bat is okay. But if you see that maybe it is kind of sluggish and maybe it's not really active, you have to immediately take it and isolate. That's how isolation center over there.
Okay, so that's I was going to ask that. That's the isolation center.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
In fact, it's not very advisable to have your isolation center in here. But
Okay.
you know, you cannot have everything perfect when starting. So when you're starting, just make sure you go with whatever you have.
Okay.
So yeah, eventually you'll be improving your.
So this is your first batch of chickens, right?
Yes, our first batch.
Okay. How old are they right now?
They are right now about 13 weeks old.
13 weeks.
Yes, 13 weeks old.
And about how many more weeks for them to start laying?
Maybe they'll be. I'm expecting their eggs in the next 3 weeks.
Next 3
The
weeks.
first few eggs, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, about first 3 weeks.
So guys, once they start laying, we'll also make sure to come back here and show you that, you know, and also for those of you who are in the Gambia, you know, and you need egg, you know, prepare. Next 3 weeks come on by from Nice Gambia.
Yo, man. And you can see right now there is no laying boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no laying boxes. In the next 2 weeks, we have to make sure we prepare their laying boxes.
Laying box. Okay.
Yeah, and it is always best to do it like 2 weeks before so that they get used to that. You know, the inside the laying box it will be a little bit dark.
Yeah.
So that they will get used to that. They will know that, oh, there is a dark spot here. So if I want to lay egg, that's where I'm going to go and lay.
So usually when they're laying, they look for dark spots.
Yes. They want to hide their eggs because they don't want to lay somewhere and then something else will come and take their eggs.
Eggs,
They are
right.
too protective. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's like the protective instinct.
Yes.
So that's the isolation center there.
Yeah. Right now, it's not in use. All those butter are there. I just going into this. The opening over there. For about 2 weeks
okay,
now,
it's not in use.
For about 2 weeks, we never had any butter that is sick.
Okay, so that means, guys, these ones are not sick.
No,
they just went in through because there's
Yeah.
space over there, as you can see.
Yeah. If I had, like, let's say, I would try to see the one that is a bit, that is the smallest here.
Okay.
You'll see how different it is from the others. That one, since the first few weeks, I think it had some sickness.
Okay.
So it actually made everything on its own. Okay. On its own, but it's a small.
Okay.
And you can see massive difference among between them.
Maybe that could be the reason why it's not as big as the rest.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I've also noticed that your lamps, they are red. Is there any reason why?
Yeah, when we started, we had serious trouble with lighting.
Okay.
These bars, they were kind of, you can see some of them will have some blue paint on them, like the other one right there. You can see this one have a blue paint.
Yes.
That one was specced seriously, okay? Some of them were lightly pegged, but this one is still having blue, that means it was specced. Okay. And there's another one there that was specced. Okay. So during the day when the light is, you can see this black plastic nylon.
Yes.
Black plastic nylon or black nylon or what?
Right.
Yes. Alright, so what happened was when the place was bright, they'll see one another very clearly and they'll start pecking each other. I don't know whether it's because of the food or maybe, I don't know what happened, but that can be caused by a few things. It can be a lack of nutrients in the food. It can be maybe the bats were stressed. It might be, maybe, I don't know. There might be a few things that can cause that. Okay. So we were thinking maybe it's because of the feed, but I don't know. But I cannot tell exactly what it was. So we had to put the plastic back everywhere. You can see this place we are still having a plastic bag. So the whole of this place was covered.
Okay.
So
to make it look dark.
Yeah, it was really dark during the day.
Okay.
So at night the bats still have to continue eating. They have to eat for about maybe 20 hours. So that means the sun will be up for maybe about 12 hours. So the rest of the maybe 6 hours. Maybe it's about the rest of the 8 hours we have to give them light. That means we have to put on the light until early morning. Hi, what is this? What are you doing? Yeah, so at night when we put on the light, it will be too bright.
Okay.
Bright as in the daytime.
Right.
You can see it's 6 lights, 3 over here and 3 over here.
Yeah.
And so when we put on the light during the day, it will be too bright and they will start pecking one another. And during the day, during the night, the monitoring was less. Yes. So they will peck and peck and peck and peck and peck before we realize one bird will be almost pecked to death. Okay. So so we have to make sure we find a way of making the light dark while the white light also will be on. So that's the reason why we have to paint them all red.
So you painted them red?
We painted, yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why we paint them, we didn't go and buy the light that is already red. This one have battery in them. Okay. When the light goes out, they will stay up until maybe around 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay. So, but the lights that have battery, none of here in the Gambia has blue color or red color. So that we actual paint and paint them. So that really worked for us. Since then we stopped.
They stopped pecking each other.
Yeah, stopped pecking, and we also changed the feed, and now everything is open. We've been like running with this, with the bright house or coop or whatever you call it,
right.
for about 3 weeks now without any pecking.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
So that would mean at least we're hoping now they're all healthy, and fine, and everything is sufficient. So like he said in the beginning, he has 1,000 birds here. Lost about 3. So the loss percentage is actually a very good number, because usually others would lose a way higher number, especially for someone starting for your first time, losing only 3. I think that is very commendable. So that's a very good job from nice Gambia.
It was a serious problem at the beginning, but we're mastering a lot.
Right.
So that's why we don't joke with cleaning their water
and
giving them food at the right time. And we start giving them the right amount of food. Because if you give them less, they will get hungry and they will start getting stressed. And when they get stressed, when they get stressed, they will start pecking. And when they start pecking, they will get used to block. And once that happens and they're used to it, calm down. And once they're used to that, it's
Those
very
are
difficult
dogs.
to prevent it, yeah?
Mm.
They add it bash the dog so that they get really angry. If especially if they see somebody that they don't
Right.
recognize.
So they use for security.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this all that we do,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe I check if I show you exactly like where we clean these things,
Okay.
the drinkers and
Okay.
you know.
So as you can see, guys, like he said, it's not very difficult, but at least you have to be proactive.
Yes,
Because from time to time you have to make sure you're cleaning their water, giving them enough food, checking out to make sure none is sick. Now imagine out of 1,000 bats, you have to spot each that has symptoms of sickness. So that means you have to be extra vigilant. So it's a good thing to venture in case you need advice. Also, you can contact them. Nice Gambia. You can search them on YouTube, if in case you haven't come across their channel. So we encourage you while you subscribe to our channel, also subscribe to Nice Gambia if you haven't subscribed yet.
Okay, you can hear the sound. Look, cock, cock. Do you hear the sound? Cock.
Yes.
You heard that? Cock.
Right.
You heard that?
Right.
So if you hear that, there might be two things. It might be because they are eating and the dust is getting into their throats, so they start coughing. That's a coughing sign.
Okay.
But let's say you're just walking, you're not giving them food. Everything is just like, let's say there is no food, and you hear that noise, that means there's serious trouble going on. That might be a sign of disease. Okay. The bats should not just be coughing on their own. But I realize when I'm giving them food, they will cough for about maybe a few minutes, let's say 10-20 minutes, and they will stop coughing. That is when the dust settles and they clear their throats.
Okay.
Because once when I'm giving them the food, they'll be all rushing to try to eat. So
Right.
they'll be eating with rush, so that can get into their throats.
Okay.
Okay, so that will cause them to start coughing.
Coughing. Okay.
But that's the time that they should cough. After that, they should not cough. When they are coughing, then start giving them antibiotics.
All
Yeah,
right.
before it gets escalated.
All right. So that's a good point there.
Yeah. I think I cleaned almost all of them. There's one here. You had that sound, right?
Yes. Okay. At first, I didn't observe, but since you mentioned it, I can now hear you.
It will be more like, let's say, the last few minutes, but now it will get less and less and less until they stop it. But it should not take more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
So all that you have to be paying attention to it. Like any noise that you hear, you don't understand, make sure you start researching about it and start calling people and
Okay.
ask them what does that mean.
Okay.
Okay.
And where do you pour this water?
I pour it outside in the banana.
Okay.
I will take you to the banana. So they
Bananas.
what kind of banana that we have.
Right. So like I said, he also has a banana farm. How long has that one been existing?
3 years or 4 years in fact.
Yeah, 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, so.
He's been having a banana farm here at his home, a big one. It has been productive, right?
So man. At
So
some
he-
point we have the fish pond here as well.
A
But
fish
because
pond.
when the bats are coming, we have to eliminate a lot of things. We had a fish pond, we also had a rabbit farm here. But
Okay.
because bats don't stay with a lot of these kind of things, so we have to do away with those and then make sure maintain the bats. Because these bats are too sensitive.
Yeah.
So we cannot allow the water to be here all the time. Maybe there might be something breathing in the water that can get into the air and get into the farm. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we have to do away with the rabbits
Yeah.
and also the fish pond. But it was just casual. The fish pond was just casual.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I cleaned all of them.
Oh, nice. So as you can see, when going out, he'll have to leave this shoe in here and then take the other one.
And I always have to step on a shoe.
Okay.
I will not step on the ground itself.
Okay. So he doesn't step on the ground as well.
And right after I pour this,
Mhm.
I'll take a disinfectant
Okay.
and make sure I spray it. Or I can go and wash it. So most of the time, this is what I will do. And then maybe pour it out. Okay. Make sure it is almost clean.
Okay.
And put it here. So later I will call Lucky Child to bring the other portion of the food
Okay.
when this is dry. Or I can even give it to them like let's say around 7 o'clock when I'm back. I need to step out
Okay.
and then I'll come back. So you can leave your shoe here. Oh sorry, let me just lay this one back. And okay, this is the anti-stress. Like let's say during those hot days, there's a thermometer here as well. So you can see the thermometer. The temperature is about 32 degrees centigrade. When you get about 33, the bat will start feeling really hot.
Okay.
Let me show you. Come, you will see some of them. In fact, they're open their wings. Okay, good. You see this one? Okay, when I came in, it was opening its wing. Maybe you just pay attention to one or two of them. You see that one over there? You see how it opens its wings?
Yes, yes.
You see that, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see right here, this one.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, exactly that one, yeah. So when the temperature gets to 32, 33, let's say 34, all of them will start opening their wings. They will start cooling one another. They will start cooling themselves, and they will be all maybe standing around the drinker, because the drinker will have water, and the water will be kind of cool around the maybe.
So they'll try to cool themselves.
Yeah, so they'll try to cool themselves. So that's why we had to get this thermometer. Okay. So a friend got this thermometer from us from UK. So that really helped to monitor like what is going on in the environment. So once we see that it is going up, we'll have to put on the fan.
Okay.
We might even have to have a ceiling fan right here, or maybe have an extractor that will extract the air out and force a cooler air to come in, or maybe create a flow of air, like create the air to circulate.
Then
So it's always good to have also a thermometer.
I'm guessing for it not to get hot into here. That's why you had the like the roof raised, right?
Yes.
Not very low.
Very well. It always have to be raised. And if you can like have a better like corrugate, this one is just an ordinary corrugate.
Okay.
Then there are some other corrugates that have like paint on them, like green or red corrugates. So that's even better, because that one will kind of prevent too much of heat going down. Okay, because of the coating of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we always have to make sure we have this. And let's say now these days, you see the temperature maximum was 35. You see 35 max.
Yes.
Minimum was 24. I would not want it to go below 20 for minimum, because it will be too cold for the bats. And when they go cold, what they will do is they'll all want to sleep around the same area. So that like they'll be like climbing on top of one another to create some heat, and that can be too like risky for bats that will be under. Okay, so that is that is how we lost one of the bats. It wasn't because of the cold, but because it was too dark. They got scared. They got like they kind of climb on top of one another.
Right.
So we have to make sure you have this. So if you see that, okay, today the temperature is this maximum, this minimum, the following day we'll have to give them anti-stress, because we will expect that tomorrow to be hot. So when you give them anti-stress, you will see that at least that will lower their stress level. Like when the heat is too much on them, they will get stressed. And you don't want them to get stressed, because they can start pecking one another. When they start pecking and they get used to pecking, that is too serious. It's going to be really difficult for you to stop it. And once they start pecking, imagine, every day you might be losing one bat. Because when they peck and there is blood coming, all the bats will now rush into that, and they'll be pecking and pecking. And the more they are pecking, the more they get used to blood, and they will be pecking. That means every day you might lose 1 or 2 bats. That's going to be too serious for you.
Right.
And what you can do to prevent their pecking is to cut their beaks. And you can do that only before they start laying eggs. Once they start laying eggs, if you cut their beaks, when they get stressed, they will not lay eggs. They will be eating, they will not lay an egg.
Okay.
So that's going to be too serious as well.
Right.
So that's why we always have this in here, and also a thermometer to...
But even besides beaking them, they'll still be able to eat, right?
They can eat, yes.
Okay.
But the first day you have to give them multivitamins. Okay.
Okay.
So that multivitamin will make them hungry, because of the like this is the pain that will be on their mouth. It's slight pain, but because they don't like getting uncomfortable, so they will not want to eat. So because they are not eating, they will not give you good food, or they will not lay an egg, or they will not grow the way they are supposed to grow. You have to give them let's say multivitamins, so that it will get them hungry, and they will eat.
Okay.
Yeah. And the antibiotic, this antibiotic plus multivitamin. So this one lower their stress level.
It's called what?
Aliceril.
Aliceril.
Yeah.
So those of you who need it, that's the name.
Okay. So you have sachet like small like quantities. Let's say if you are going for small, let's say small capacity, like this is a small sachet, but this one is an what is it, anticoccidiosis.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is kind of a vaccine.
Okay.
That prevents them from having bloats in their worms in their stomach that cause them to bleed, have internal bleed.
Okay.
So we give them that maybe, but that one was a specific schedule, so we gave them that already. So they are done with they're done taking that.
Alright.
So I have to take this one on. And sometimes what you do is, like, let's say after giving them food, I'll have to come and maybe pick few of them and confirm that they've eaten.
Okay.
So you can see this one was only maybe 20 minutes, and you can feed some feed on their chest.
Okay.
So that is the bat eating. So maybe I'll just hold about 3 or 4 of them just to confirm that they are eating.
Okay.
But I'm not doing that most of the time now. because
Okay.
I know that they are all healthy.
All right.
But I've been doing that a lot, like when I was like starting the meeting.
That's good. So
And this one is
this.
also a scale that we use to measure
Okay.
the amount of food that we are giving them. Now it's
Oh,
easy for us to measure because we just give them one bag,
Okay.
and the remaining one we just measure.
Oh, all right.
And this is where we clean the.
So I have to
Yeah.
step out. Right.
And this is where we clean the this thing.
Okay.
So
So
every
this
day we have to pick them all out, clean them all in,
every day.
refill them, yeah, and bring them in.
Okay. So even let's say overnight there is water, you will have to change it the next day.
Yes.
You have. Okay. You can't leave the water there.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to go inside the garden, and this is what we use. Proceed inside the garden, and this will be only this other red shoe will only be from here towards the
Okay.
yeah.
So here we need to take this one off now.
Yes, and then put on this
All right.
one.
So we need to put on this shoe that we had left outside here before to go into the garden. So these are things that are minor, but you have to take note of. To make sure that you have your chickens healthy and safe.
So this place was having banana.
Okay,
And
this
we are
place.
planning to expand the poultry all the way down here. So this one are all suckers. In case you need banana suckers, those suckers are going.
Okay, so you're selling these banana suckers.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you need banana suckers, you can contact them as well. So what are your telephone numbers for somebody who might need something from you?
I have one that I always share, like when I'm doing on social media, but I'll give it to you. I don't cram it. I'll give it to you. Put it on the
No
screen.
problem. So we'll have it on the screen.
Yeah.
Later as you're watching, you can contact them through that number.
So,
Okay.
But anyways, I'll be. And it's on WhatsApp. You contact me. Few seconds. I'm already communicating with you.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Come close before the dogs will.
The dogs,
will
right.
rush on you. Okay, so you can see this is the banana farm. So it is all solar powered.
Okay.
All solar powered, and these bananas have been here for a while. So this is where we had our fish pond before. This is where we had it, but because it's too close to the
Chickens.
chickens here, so we have to.
Okay.
And probably next time, let's say in few months time, we want to change it to be a big reservoir.
Okay.
Reservoir just in case we have some issues with our water. Everything is solar pumps here.
Okay. So we won't be able to show you the overview, but maybe probably we'll get a drone footage from Nice Gambia, and then we can include that in the video to show you, how everything looks from up.
Okay, so I think that's all for now from me. Except if you have some questions.
Yeah, I think that would be it. This has been very interesting, very insightful. The funny thing is, when I started with the Brahma chicken at that time, he had not even started. But now with everything he shared today, it seems like I have to come for lessons. Yeah.
I was the one asking you, how do you do brooding? How do you do it?
Exactly,
I was
exactly.
learning a lot from you instead. Okay?
But now it's like the student has become the master.
Yeah.
So I'll have to come and learn from him now.
Exactly.
So thank you guys. This is Gam Entrepreneur once more here with Nice Gambia. Anything you want to say to inspire people, the youths,
I will tell them to start.
Okay.
You can never have enough to start, but whatever you have, that's what you're gonna start with. Okay. When we are starting this banana farm, we wanted to do poultry, but at that time we didn't have the money to do it. But we don't also want to sit and we don't want to sit and wait until we have the money. In fact, still now we don't have the money. Okay, we don't have the money to run this capacity. What we do is on our channel, the money that we have, that's what we put back in, and also the money that we have from the
Banana farm.
Yeah. So if I was waiting for me to have enough money to do the poultry, I wouldn't have started the bananas. Okay?
Right.
I wouldn't have started the channel. I wouldn't have been doing this rubber stuff. So you just make sure whatever you collect, put it into whatever you want to start. So eventually that will grow, and you use that money plus the rubber you do plus whatever small thing you have, you put them together and grow the business. So when the business grows, then you can use that same money, put it back in there, or maybe start another branch of the solar business. So that's the reason why we are able to do this petty stuff.
Yeah.
And we're doing that to inspire more people. Like we wanted to show them that you can do it a lot here in the Gambia. There are a lot of things that you can do. Poultry, selling of stuff, like farms and all that. So
Right.
just get up and start anything.
Right.
But just start with whatever you think you can do at the time that, whatever you think you can do at, like let's say, at the amount of money or amount of effort that you have or time that you have. So just start with anything, and eventually it will grow. So the more you're doing it, the more experience that you're gonna have from it.
Right.
So just make sure you start right now. Don't wait for tomorrow. today.
Right
Yes.
now. So the best time to start is right now.
Yeah, so-
All right. So that's it again. Once more, I am Charno Abdurrahman Chow. This is Gam Entrepreneur with Nice Gambia. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, comment, share our videos.
Make sure you subscribe, man. Subscribe to that channel. And you have to be showing your Brahma, man. I need to learn a lot about
Yeah,
Brahma as well.
definitely. I'll make an update very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys stay tuned if you want to see that update.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Peace. We're out.